Welcome everybody to Pick Six with Geno and Jeff. I tell you, I said this last week. I'll say it again. I don't know if I'm comfortable. Pick six. What do you think, Geno? You like that? Pick six. Do you like when someone says that? Like when you're watching a football game and then someone goes, "Oh, it's a pick six." You like
I
that?
don't mind pick six. I like when they play with it, like that famous Auburn return. It was a kick six. I like pick six better than the new scoop and score. I don't like they're trying to sell that on us.
Yeah,
It's
'cause I
pretty
don't like
lame.
scooping stuff. Yeah, I don't like when people call. Like, what do you call it when someone scores? What do you call it? They scored what?
A touchdown. What do you mean?
Right.
He-
Well, there are people who like to call it a tutty.
a tuddy?
A tutty. He's gonna get us some tutties today. You better
Yeah.
you better put Jalen Warren in your fantasy lineup because he's on pace to score 2 tutties today. Tutties.
That reminds me of like I'll call myself daddy, but I've been doing that for over a decade with Geno's picks. But Tuddy is gayer than daddy. Like daddy
Uh,
is like a guy, it's like daddy's an actual word. Tuddy's like short for stop it, Tuddy. Tuddy?
it's like yes, everybody wants to have like that thing to make them like a superstar, and people say tutty. Yeah, I'm not so big on scoop and score now that I think about it. It's kind of obnoxious. Just call it. He picked it up and he scored. Call it a touchdown. Are you really saving that much time calling it a tutty?
It's all about the sound bites. They want someone to be like, "Oh, Tuddy, that's a cute word." Okay, if you say so.
Ugh, ugh. All right, we got a lot of games here to pick, and there are. Let me tell you something. I thought last week was an easier weekend. Last week turned out to be kind of tough. This week is harder, man. We are on week 7 of the NFL,
It flies
and
by. It flies the fuck by, doesn't it, man?
100%, 100%.
Hundy,
Um,
hundy, tuddy, hundy
people,
percent. Go on, buddy. I'm
people,
sorry.
people say, "Oh man, I bet Gino. How much did you bet him this week?" Honey,
Yeah,
hundy,
honey.
hundy. I owe him a hundy. I would stick it up my ass and tell you, grab it, Gino. A hundy. Okay, so I'm going to go with an intriguing game first. All right,
Oh please, oh
and
please.
and the line has come down on this a little bit since it opened up. And the game we're looking at here is um, the suddenly in trouble Philadelphia Eagles against Minnesota. Now, just let me give you a little bit of context here, okay, before you
All
make your
right.
pick. Eagles coming off a complete. Sorry, the Vikings are coming off a complete full bye. The Eagles are coming off 10 days where they lost on that Thursday night.
10
So you
days of
got
stewing. 10 days of
still
stewing. Am I right?
you are right. So you got two teams fully rested. They're playing this game in Minnesota. The line is down to Minnesota at home, a home dog getting 1.5.
See, this is what gets me about the Eagles, and I'm asking you. Like, they had a team meeting. Yeah, team meetings never work for good teams because they're just frustrated guys screaming at each other. It would appear it's easy to say that in hindsight. You saw the ass whipping they got from from the Giants. When they're really bad teams, it can only help because if they lose, they're like, it didn't work. If it did, it worked. If fucking it works for a good team, it's just like, all right, well, they're back where they belong. The Eagles are a fucking mess. And a lot of I called this, a lot of people saw this. They weren't passing the ball. And everyone at first was like, they don't need to. Well, now they need to, now they need to throw the ball and they're not. And I hate to say, wow, maybe Kellen Moore was better than I gave him credit for. I mean, although I am with my football videos 4-0 picking against the Saints against the spread. But I will say that game, I'm still not sold on JJ McCarthy or Carson Wentz. Is Wentz starting against his old team? I honestly don't even know.
They haven't made a determination yet because even though he is not on the IR and he has been practicing limited, there are still concerns about JJ McCarthy's ankle. So even so, he would get the start, let's say. How mobile is he going to be? Is he going to be able to extend the play? The other thing that I'd be a little concerned about, the Eagles running game. Do you know in the history of football, okay, only 2 guys have had this type of regression from the year before in running back? It's Saquon Barkley and DeMarco. What was
Ru-
the guy?
From Dallas.
from Dallas. What was his name?
I
DeMarco
almost said
Murray?
Ryans because of D'Amico Ryans.
Right.
DeMarco,
DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray?
Yes. Remember him?
Yeah, was it Murray?
Look it up. I think his name was DeMarco Murray. He was a running back from Dallas who winds up going.
Yeah, it was Murray. I got it right. It was a good guess.
Yeah, I think he wound up going to the Eagles, and then he went to.
Oh wait,
Tennessee.
DeMarcus Murray.
DeMarcus Murray.
That's
Okay.
what fucked us up. Yeah.
No, I think his name was DeMarco. I think I'm right.
Oh yeah, I think you're right because you're right.
Yeah.
Because it comes up DeMarcus Ware. I'm an idiot. You were right.
Yeah.
So we were
Okay, so
both wrong, even though we were both half right. But yeah. But
Yeah.
how could either one of them not regress? There's no way they were going to build on the years they had, the two previous ones. You know,
But
it's
they're down
impossible.
over. They're down. Saquon is down over. I think it's 71 yards per game average than he was a year ago. I mean,
Wow.
you could see some regression, but that is like alarming. So it tells me it's not just the player; it's the system. It's the offensive line. Something is not right there, obviously. But who do you
they're
like?
playing, and where are they playing in Minnesota?
They're playing in Minnesota.
I'm not ready to give up on the Eagles. I mean, I think you said it, 10 days to stew on that. Like, it's a matter of which direction they go. And Sirianni likes getting himself in trouble. He blows hot and cold. Fucking, what was he, 10-1 before he went tits up and lost his last 6 2 years ago? And then it's like, this team's done. And they struggled early last year. I remember there was a game, it's like, if they didn't pick it off in the end zone, I'm like, he's getting fired. But I think he bounces back. I don't think they lose 3 in a row. I think they're waking the fuck up, and I think they win this game. And I'm just not so like, I think Wentz is going to start. You got to start Wentz. Why rush back JJ fucking McCarthy, especially when he did nothing to wow you in his game? Wentz is fine, coming off a full week of rest. Fucking give JJ one more try, and you can always bring JJ in later if you want. So I think it's fucking Wentz playing against his old team, but I like the Eagles in this one.
You know, I'm back and forth as you're talking, and man, 1.5 is not that much.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah,
it's a dick joke.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said, yo.
That's what she said. I'm gonna take Philly as well. Man, I can easily be persuaded not to. I would lay off this game, but I'll take Philly. The next game to me, I think, is a little clearer, and everyone is excited. Everyone in New York is excited. Sky-Boo, Jaxson Dart, New York Giants at Denver. Giants getting 7 points
in Denver. God, Denver has yet. I mean, and of course they're coming off that game in London, but you can't put any weight in any game in London because it's just weird playing there for everyone. But it was a way closer game. Your Jets are fucking. Did you see they set a new record every week? Oh, by the way, the Jets. This was the worst. The lowest. Their total passing yards was -11 yards. Right.
-10. Yes.
Okay, and I know we're talking about Denver and not the Jets, and the Giants and not the Jets, but do you know that it broke the record set by who? What year?
Is it the Jets? Oh, the Chargers. No, was it Chargers?
You ready for this? He goes the Chargers, and then he says the next 2 words. I'm like, oh. He goes the Chargers in 1998. I go, Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf. So yeah, I'm commiserating with you. I want to thank you for taking that burden off our chest. The Jets are so bad right now, and I'm not. You know that. I don't have to tell you that. The question is, like, does that line in my brain? It's like, are they using the terrible Jets to make you be like, oh, they can win by 7? Because I don't think they can beat the Giants by 7. I think Scatterboo is running wild. I think Tyrone Tracy is sitting there watching his job go bye-bye and getting hungry at running back. What's his name is developing a rapport with the tight end Trey Johnson or Tyrone, whatever Johnson.
Theo Johnson.
What is it?
Theo Johnson.
Theo Johnson. Thank you so much. And I think they lose by less than a touchdown. Plus, I'm biased. Like, my college team, for a dumb reason, has always been the Vols, but it's also Ole Miss. Because when I was working at Compound and I wore the headbands that covered up my forehead, many times it was covered. I have like so many Ole Miss headbands. So I always followed them, and I will love Jaxson Dart. So I'm biased. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't see them losing by a touchdown, but I do like myself some Jaxson Dart. And I do like fucking watching guys. I don't know anyone who's a football fan that doesn't love watching Cam Scatterboo, let alone saying it.
I like both players. Unfortunately, I like Denver at home against, with that defense, which I still think is maybe the top defense in the league, going against a rookie quarterback. I don't know who the Giants' top receiver is going to be. It's going to be Wan'Dale Robinson, but kind of
Wan'Dale was like having a day, right? What's his
yeah.
name? Is
He's not going to have a day. He's not going to have a day because he's going to have Patrick Surtain covering him. Okay, Patrick Surtain doesn't give up anything. He's probably the best corner in the league. If you're Denver, how do you not play 9 in the box and say beat us over the top? And I like Denver at home, getting 7. Give me Denver. Thursday night game tomorrow night, Geno.
Sure.
We have an AFC Midwest rivalry: Steelers and the Bengals. So usually you throw out anything that makes common sense here. The Bengals are at home, getting 5.5 points. What do you think?
At home with Joe Flacco, who didn't look bad. It kind of got messy and didn't look bad in that first game for fucking Cincy. He had a great connection with Jamar Chase at the end of the game for a touchdown. And the Steelers have been beating up on bad teams, but Jesus Christ, I find myself saying that about a lot of teams because suddenly they're bad teams. Who's been beating up on bad teams? Apparently the Bills, and we'll get to them. But I just saw this.
Yeah, we will.
After not this
week.
Loss,
this week we won't get to the Bills. They're off.
Okay, good. Then this is worth saying. After that loss, they're 4-2, and their 4 wins are against teams with a combined, I believe, 3 wins. So they've had an easy schedule, whether you realize it or not. I think the Bengals, I'm willing to think, that they've got a little fucking enthusiasm. They're not as far out of it as they think, because the Ravens are so bad. I think Flacco can keep them close, and I'll take the Bengals getting, what is it, 5 and a hook?
5.5, yeah, at home. Yeah. This is what I look at, and this is why I'm taking the Steelers. I see TJ Watt having a field day against a Joe Flacco. At best, I could see a backdoor cover, but I'll take Mike Tomlin coach team, because every year we talk about the demise of the Steelers, and it is exaggerated. And I know there are Steeler fans that say, but you don't know. Yeah, I know. And here's the reason why I know. I'm a Jet fan. I take Mike Tomlin and sell a kidney to get him to coach my team. So before I die, I can see a Jet playoff game. I've given up. I've given up expectations on them going to a Super Bowl. I just want a playoff appearance. Okay, give me the Steelers. I'll lay the 5.5.
The Jets have gone the longest without a playoff appearance, correct?
Yes, the last time they made the playoffs was in 2011. The only team in professional sports that comes close to that is the Sabres in hockey, which is around the same time. Okay, but in the NFL, where every team makes the playoffs, even the Arizona Cardinals have made the playoffs multiple times, but not the Jets. And let me ask you something: you think the Jets are going to make the playoffs this year? You think they're going to make it next year? They are light years away. We're going to look at 2 decades. We're going to look at 2 decades before the Jets make the making the playoffs.
The Chargers one time under Turner, that piece of shit, had the best defense and best offense in the NFL, and they didn't make the playoffs. In 2022, just because I'm looking, I didn't realize this. You had the offensive and defensive rookie of the year, and you finished last in the AFC East.
What does that tell you? It's either bad coaching.
It leaves me speechless.
No,
it doesn't tell me anything.
It tells you there's bad coaching. It's bad team construct. Okay, you'll have these two great rookies, and they can't build anything around it, and they can't build on the momentum of what they picked. Also, keep in mind in that draft, they also got Brees Hall. They also got JJ Johnson. I mean, that was a great draft, and they did nothing. They
Yeah.
did nothing to follow it up. They bring in all the wrong pieces. They will. It'll never change. They'll never
Yeah, and they
change.
had to eventually, and Salah was good the first year or two, but then they had to let him go, or
He
am
was
I
never
wrong?
good. He was never good. He was 7-9. He was 7-9, and only regressed. He wasn't a good head coach. He did look very masculine, and very the king and I, with on the sideline
He's
with his arm
and it
folded.
looks like you've replaced him with another guy. I'll say it, like there's certain guys, like as a Charger fan, Marty Schott, Norv Turner, great offensive coordinator, terrible head coach. No, he was. Norv Turner, great offensive coordinator, terrible head coach. Marty Schottenheimer, great regular season coach. In the postseason, couldn't get out of his own way. Salah seems like he's just a fucking. Where's the guy who wound up back in Kansas City? He was your Giants. Spagnola, defensive coordinator, not head coach. Salah, and I'm starting to think this about your boy fucking Aaron Glenn. He's a defensive coordinator. He ain't a head coach.
I have to agree with you for now, but I'm
Yeah,
going to
for
just
now, yeah, that's true.
I'm just let's see where we are in game, say 13 of the year, and from there on, do they build? Do they somehow pull it together? Do we see a little bit of progress? If we do, I'm okay. If not, I say you have to go one and done. Let's
Wow.
go. Yeah, and you hate to do it because it feels like another
Giant
rebuild.
step backwards.
Yeah. Now, the other thing I just want to throw at you with the Bengals Steelers is Trey Hendrickson, the one guy who shows up to play defense for the Bengals. He's kind of banged up. I don't know what his status for the game is, but he has a back issue. So, which means I don't know if he's going full tilt or playing as many snaps as he normally would. And that's another reason why I'll take the Steelers. And I also think the Jets dropped the ball, of course, on this. I think Aaron Rodgers is having a really resurgent type of year.
Oh my God! Look, I was wrong. Two guys I think I was wrong about, and I say think because I don't want to jinx them. But I was really not impressed, or I shouldn't say impressed. I really was tentative about Stafford in Los Angeles. I'm like, they were both like, do these guys even want to play anymore? And I don't even mean like, I'm not saying like they suck. Do they want to? I don't want to get beat up. These guys don't want to get beat up anymore. I felt like Rodgers, like, am I wrong? Your Jets didn't take Rodgers back because they weren't sure of his commitment to playing.
No,
And Stafford was
that's not
banged
why
up. What's that?
I don't believe that's the reason why. I don't think it had anything to do with his
But
commitment to
I
play.
heard that. I'm not saying it was, but I heard that and I believed it.
I think the thing that I believe more is he is a huge personality, and
Sure.
I think when you have a first time head coach, a first time offensive coordinator, and a GM, I don't think they wanted any part of the Aaron Rodgers show and sideshow, and that's why I think they let him go.
Sure. I mean, all I'm saying is that's kind of the notion I got, and he's proven me wrong. So I'm kind of like, you're probably right because the way he's playing has been really impressive. Like I figured halfway through the season he'd be either like I'm all in or fuck this and mail it in, kind of like he did with your Jets last year. I bet you'd agree. But I think he's all in, and I'm really impressed with Pittsburgh as well. But I really think Flacco knows how to keep it close. I think this team feels like new life with Flacco, as crazy as that sounds. And I think, and again, divisional game in Cincy. I love. I'm talking myself into Cincy more, dude.
They win this game, and the
And
Steelers
by the way,
start.
one more thing. It's Thursday night, short rest. That always fucking coming off the blowout last week. I was like, it's hard to blow a team out on short rest. Okay, tell that to the Giants. Go on. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, I was going to say Steelers win this game, and they take real major command in this division. Um,
Yeah,
Another
which is
game.
why
This
they
is
won't. God, the NFL won't let that happen. Have you
yeah,
seen it's pro wrestling
yes,
now? Anyway, go
yes.
on.
I totally agree with you on this. Um, Sunday morning game coming from London.
Another one. I didn't
Yeah,
realize it till I saw it the other day. I'm like, okay, they're back.
I hate it. I hate the morning game. Rams at the Jaguars. Here's let me just give you a little bit of info on this one. Looks like there's going to be no Puka Nacua for the
It's
Rams.
in tight. Nothing.
That's good shit. That's good.
Thank you. It never gets old.
What do you think?
But even without Puka, they got Tutu. Puka gone. Puka out. Tutu in. Tutu Atwell.
Right, and you still have Devontae Adams, and you still have Karen Williams. But who do you like?
Well, you just talked me into it. I'm not. The Jags are the most unimpressive 4-2 team coming from me, and I'll say it again. If you follow Geno's picks, 1, thank you. 2, maybe you make yourself some. If you faded me, you'd be 10-2 against the spread, which is a fancy way of saying I'm correct twice in the past 3 weeks. So I'm gonna say, take it with a grain of salt. Jags have not impressed me with their 4 wins, and the Rams have. The Rams have. The Jags have. The Jags lost to the Seahawks, so that kind of like that's a real team. And they lost to who was it? They lost to the Bengals, on a late touchdown by Browning. So how good are they? They beat the Chiefs on a late fucking play when fucking whatchamacallit Jones quit. They beat the Niners fucking when they brought back fucking Purdy too fast and he fumbled at the end of the game. They beat the Texans, who have yet to impress me, even though I was against them, and they shoved it up my ass against the Ravens and the Panthers. So I'm not impressed with the Jaguars. I'm not. I told you earlier, like I think I was wrong about God damn it, Stafford's commitment to the Rams, and I like the Rams here. And like again, Tutu Atwell can step right in for Puka Nacua, and you're right, they still have Devontae Adams. That guy's pretty good. Higbee's fucking getting wide open when they cover all those fucking, they forget to cover the white guy. So again, I'll take the Rams here. And again, what they're getting 3 on the road. It's a road game for both.
No, the Rams are giving 3.
They're giving 3 on the road. Give me the Rams.
Ask me who I'm taking.
You're taking the Jaguars.
I will take the Jaguars. That's correct. I don't think the Rams.
You're probably right, but tell me why.
Well, I think you're finally starting to see the connection between Brian Thomas Jr. and what's the guy with the blonde hair's name?
Hunter? Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, thank you. Why can't I remember these things? Yes,
because he's been forgettable the past year.
He hasn't been forgettable. No. I think that connection is coming along. I like the little thunder and lightning that they have with the rookie running back along with ATN. The defense is a very underrated defense. They get after you. I don't think that the Rams will be able to keep up with scoring with the Jaguars. I'll take the Jaguars and the points in London. And I'm sorry, I have to go against you on this one. This one is a candidate for the Jeff Lock of the week. That I'm about to tell you. Okay, you got the Saints. The Saints getting 5.5 on the road against the Bears.
Okay, I have said this earlier. I will further disparage Geno's pick. So I am 9 and what is it? Week 6. Not. What was I? Fucking 8-12. So I'm 9-15. 9-15 against the spread, right? If you take away the 4 weeks, and I'm perfect with the Saints. I picked them 4 weeks to not cover. They didn't. I laid off the 2 weeks they did cover. So without the Saints, well, I don't even know what I'm 5-15. But I'm going to tell you, the Bears, if I've said this, week 1 when they lost to the Vikings, that was just new coach Ben Johnson learning the ropes, and he couldn't close it. Don't get me wrong; they had a huge break Monday night in the rainstorm against the Chiefs. Excuse me, against the Commanders. But that is a monkey off the back. And the line's already down to 4.5 on Scores and Odds, which is what I'm looking at. And I like the Bears here. I do. I like Caleb Williams. I like what Ben Johnson's doing with him. I mean, DeAndre Swift. The apostrophe stands for E, DeAndre. I really like this team. And the Saints, again, their defensive coordinator is Brandon Staley. He's an idiot. He got the job because Kellen Moore, the idiot offensive head coach, owed him a favor from when he was head coach of the Chargers, and he hired him as OC. This is a mess of a team. Okay, that one win against the Giants was a fluke because of a fumble returned 86 yards and a busted coverage that went 87 yards for a touchdown. They were outgained in that game by 100 yards. I love the Bears. What is your possible lock of the week, Jeff?
I'm looking at the Bears too. team that's coming off of 3 straight wins. I think you nailed it with Ben Johnson not being able to close it week 1. I think they have really made Caleb Williams into a startable quarterback, an NFL quarterback. I like not only DeAndre Swift, who I think is a very underrated running back. He runs hard. He's elusive. They have a rookie who kind of changes it up a little bit too, who plays hard. I do like their wide receiver course, although they could be without DJ Moore. But what's his name? That Luther is very, very good. Odunze is having a break out year. Yeah, I'll take the Bears at home, laying now. What you say, 4.5? The line's down to 4.5.
Down to 4.5. By the way, that running back is Kyle Monagle.
Manangai.
Manangai.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm looking at the depth chart while you're giving your analysis. That's why.
Yeah. I think to me this has possible Jeff Lock of the week on it. And by the way, we won the last 3 locks. So thank you. So I will go. I'll go with the Bears. Next game up. This is a tough one, and it's not tough for the reasons that you think. You got the Dolphins getting 3, going to Cleveland. Both teams are 1-5. Both teams lefties, quarterbacks are lefty. But Geno, only one team has Myles Garrett.
Yeah, and Tua Tagovailoa is going to be playing with his foot in his mouth after what he said after the Chargers loss. He literally came out. It's another guy that, like, look, you've had a lot of concussions, Tagovailoa. Your bell's been rung like a gong by Aloha, and he's saying guys aren't showing up for meetings and all this shit. They don't want to hear that, okay? Like, you were lucky to come back late. The Chargers defense, and by the way, let me tell you about, I don't have to tell you on this, Justin Herbert. I don't have to sell you on this. Justin Herbert, on that fucking final drive, cemented himself not just as the fucking leader of the team this year, but fucking, this guy, this is the anchor of the team. Like, it wasn't just the play he made where you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, my God, where the guy's grabbing him and he literally puts the ball in his throwing hand in this hand, fucking pushes him off, puts it back, finds McConkey. The play before, this was amazing. Fucking 39 seconds after Himes runs it out to the 41. The play before, like I've seen so many times with a better offensive line, he gets mauled. He gets swarmed at the fucking line. And rather than take the sack with a guy on his back, he just powers the ball over the line of scrimmage and doesn't try and complete it, in my opinion. Bounces it in front of McConkey, stops the clock, resets it, and you get 2nd and 10 without the clock running, 39 seconds, sets up that incredible fucking play. Okay, so this is like a team that came back and just take the L, fucking Tua. Take the L there, but then you got to get all mouthy and stuff. And then you know what he did today? He apologized. Tua said, I made a mistake, and I'm owning up to that right now. I mean, what better? Tell me you just lost even more of the clubhouse without telling me you lost more of the clubhouse. He's used to having a lot of time. I'm told he's one of the 3 most one of the top 3 times in the pocket. You said it, Myles Garrett. Welcome to fucking Cleveland. He's going to get his ass handed to him. I like the Browns in this one.
I love the Browns. This is also a possible lock of the week as well. Yeah, I mean, they don't have the most explosive offense in the world, Cleveland, but they do have a top 10 defense, and they will give the Dolphins fits.
But you know what? I just remembered. I can't believe
I'm sorry, but does Tua even finish this game?
But you know what? I'm so focused on Tua that I forgot something. Dylan Gabriel can't throw a downfield pass. He stinks. He stinks.
They have a good running back. They have decent receivers. They still have Jerry Jeudy. He'll get the ball.
And Judkins kid's their running back, but he's. Let me tell you, I guarantee if you look at his game log, it really went down the past 2 weeks. Judkins stats, game by game. Show more. That's not it. Game log, running back, Judkins. Here we go. Let's see what he did. 10 carries, 61 yards. Oh, Jesus Christ. Minnesota, 23 for 110. Pittsburgh, fucking 12 for 36. It's the worst game yet. I'm telling you, this Gabriel kid does
also playing from behind a good part of the game.
Because their quarterback can't throw a downfield pass. He's terrible. And by the way, Didn't
He's a
they? I
rookie.
think. What's that?
He's a rookie.
I know he is.
Where'd
He
he go to
stinks.
school?
What's that?
Where'd he go to college?
He went to 6 different He was in college 6 years. He went
Where
to
did he graduate
Florida
from?
Atlantic. He went to fucking, and then he was in Oregon last year. But
Yeah,
you know,
he comes from the same stock as your boy Herbert.
yeah, yeah. No, he's not, because fucking Herbert played at Oregon. Did you ever see? Do you know fucking Gabriel played in college for 6 years?
Yeah, it was a COVID.
What's that?
It was COVID.
That doesn't impress me. He played University Central Florida 3, Oklahoma 2, Oregon 1. I mean, I'm not saying look, we could debate till the cows come home. I'm just saying I'm not certain that's how bad he is. I think he can affect the game. But again, I just think Tua's an idiot. I'm going to go with my first instinct and stay
You
on
go with the
it.
Browns. I'll tell you what I think I may go with on this. You may have to go with the under.
The under's got to be low. What is it?
I don't know.
40 and a hook according to Scores and Odds. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt the who knows? Yeah, like I'm terrible with I like the under when you say that, but I never pick game totals. I'd love to say I'm terrible at it but you're good going 2-10 the last 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm terrible at totals. But yeah, I would go under if you put a gun to my head, and I would thank you, and I'd say pull the trigger, you coward. What?
I'm going Browns on this one as well, and I think it's the defense that makes a difference for me. Here's the exact opposite. Next game, we have an AFC West rivalry game. Raiders at the Chiefs. Raiders getting 11.5 points.
And they will need it. I mean, look, but then again, everyone wants that line. Is it because the Raiders are so bad, or the Chiefs are so overhyped after their
no, they have
blowout win?
No, Geno, let me also throw this at you. Rashee Rice is coming back, and they say he is ready to go. He's been healthy. He's been at the practices, and now he's able to play. They're not easing him back in. He's going full steam ahead.
Yeah, but that doesn't change. Yeah, maybe that's why. You know what? The reason I'm going to go with the Chiefs is simply because what's his name? Geno Smith is so bad that I don't fear a backdoor cover. That's the only reason I'm taking the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
I take the Raiders for a couple of reasons. One, I think you throw out everything with these divisional games. I think that the Raiders have always played the Chiefs tight. Even when the Chiefs were winning Super Bowl, the Raiders were always a team that gave them fits. I just think it's too many points to lay. Like last week, the Cincinnati game against the Packers, the line was 14 points. Yeah, the Packers were going to win. I don't think there was any doubt of it, but they didn't cover. I think they wound up winning by 9. Okay, that seems about right here too. 9, a touchdown, 8, somewhere in that vicinity. I think 11 and a half. It's a little high for me. I'm going to take the Raiders.
All right.
Okay. Now we get to talk about my favorite team, the Panthers, on the road, favored against the Jets. The Jets are getting 1.5. Keep this in mind, Geno. If the Panthers win, they will be above 500 for the first time in who knows how long. Also, the Jets are going to be without Garrett Wilson.
Jesus Christ! Does it matter if they're with or without him? The way they're playing, Justin Fields is terrible. Okay, they're coming off the worst. I mean, how do you prepare for this week when you were just you just flew back from England with your tail between your fucking legs? With a negative 11 passing yards and a head coach that doesn't seem to be able to do anything to motivate this offense. I mean, the Panthers are basically favored on the road. I'm not basically.
Yeah, they are.
They're favored on the road. They're getting 4 and a hook from the Jets, and I love the Panthers here. I really do. Bryce Young is like really playing well. And by the way, Rico Dowdell, are you out of your fucking mind? Like Hubbard is back. So I don't know. Like the only question is if they're going to play Hubbard or Dowdell. Kid's been insane.
They have to play Rico Dowdell.
You do, right?
Yes. How do you not? The guy has gotten over 200 yards of offense in the last 2 games. mind you, he played against maybe the worst defense in the league against Dallas last week. But still, I mean, the guy's been playing out of his mind. Ask me who the Jets' number one receiver is this week on the depth chart.
Jesus Christ. Who's the Jets' number one receiver on the depth chart this week?
Oh, that would be Josh Reynolds.
Oh, is it old timers? Is it old timers day?
Can you name the number two receiver?
Altoon.
I wish they had Altoon. I'll take Johnny Lamb Jones too. Okay, to fill out the. No, if they decide to go three wide, right? You'll have on the X and the Z, you'll have Josh Reynolds, and you'll have one Tyler Johnson at the. At the Y, which is that inside slot receiver, you're gonna have Alan Lazard.
Alan Lazard still there, saying where did he showed up this training camp? Was like where'd fucking Aaron Rodgers go? Oh, he left. He's in Pittsburgh. What? Yeah, you're still here. You're still here.
But he's gonna be seeing time. He's gonna be getting snaps. If you're a fantasy player, the guy I would invest in is Mason Taylor. He is going to. I think he'll be targeted in the receptions, and also Garrett Wilson was going to do nothing last week anyway. Again, he had Patrick Surtain on him. So if you're the Jets, who do you target? Who's the second best offensive weapon that the Jets have? Can you tell me that? It's Breece Hall. Okay, how many times was he targeted in the passing game?
I'm going to say twice, just because it's a low zero. That's less.
Zero.
That's less.
Zero. I mean, they played through a fake snap. All they had to do, they could have won the game in that last drive. They needed 9 yards. Okay, why wouldn't you do this, Geno? Why wouldn't you run a jumbo package there? That's when you take your two tight ends, okay, and you're basically just running a dive and just trying to push the pile and pick up 3-4 yards at a clip. Get closest to the field goal. So all game, they can't throw the fucking ball. So what do they wind up doing? Hey, let's come out and throw the ball in the most important drive of the game. He's afraid to throw the ball, Justin Fields. So when you're running, this was on that last drive, and this tells you everything about the Jets. Okay, when you run that 10-yard out, and I coached wide receivers, what you would do, you're running on your mark, okay, where that 10-yard marker is, your inside foot. That's that you plant. Then you whip your head and your hands around. At that point, the ball's got to be in your hands, right? That means you have to throw on the break. Justin Fields is afraid to throw the ball on the break, and he throws it when he makes the cut. At that point, it's too late because now the corner, regardless of who it is going to have time to close. Okay, and all he has to do is bat the ball away, and that happens all the time with Justin Fields. He can't process it. He has. You were talking about pocket time. Who has the most time in the pocket in the NFL? It's Justin Fields at just a shade under 4 seconds. That's plenty of time to get rid of the ball.
Me?
No. So everyone who sits there and says, oh, the Jet offensive line, they suck. They don't suck. They could run the ball. They could pass protect. But how much time do you want to give this guy? Listen, you're not playing at Ohio State anymore. Okay, where you have superior talent. You got to make those timing throws. You got to make those throws on the window, on the break, and he can't do it. He didn't do it with the Bears. He didn't do it with the Steelers. And he's not doing it with this team. Fuck that, man. He's out. You know what? You just convinced me. I'm taking the Panthers, and I'll give the 1.5.
Convinced you? I'm surprised you had to think about it that much after watching that team. And trust me, I was rooting for your boys. I'm like, you're in it. Just fucking come on, beat them. You just need a field goal. Couldn't even get them into field goal range. And I said this about the Chargers last week. And this isn't we're fans. We don't want to jinx them. When fucking Miami scored that touchdown with 46 seconds left, I literally said, the way kickers kick nowadays, I'm like, oh, thank God. Plenty of time. There's no excuse for them not to get within field goal range. And they did. Your Jets couldn't even do that. They're awful.
No. Look, a lot of things there. First of all, Glenn didn't know what Folks' field goal range was. he got it wrong in the press conference. Secondly, what I was saying before I kind of went on my little tangent there for a second is that they should have gone with a jumbo package where you run the ball and you get it closer. 9 yards on for three plays is extremely doable. Okay, or at least give the guy a better shot. They didn't even do that, and then on that fourth down, that's when you're gonna throw it on 4th and 7. Without Garrett Wilson, I don't even see how the Jets keep this close. They fall behind early. I think the team quits. Watch the sideline. I want to see where their heads go immediately and how fast the fans are out of it. Give me the Panthers, and I'll give them 1.5 points. Another game that could possibly be a Jeff Lock of the week. The Patriots, okay, who hired Mike Vrabel, the guy who I said the Jets should have hired when they fired Salah, okay? But the Patriots with Mike Vrabel taking on the Titans. The Titans are at home, and the Titans are getting 7. I'll let you go in 1 second. I think New England is looking great. I think they are an ascending team, while the Titans have fired their head coach. To me, this is a no-brainer.
Did you see who they hired?
Is it who was it? Was it defensive coordinator? They brought someone in house.
It was former offensive coordinator for Denver, Mike McCoy, whose
That's right.
job was to call in plays to Peyton Manning that Peyton Manning would audible and change. And then the Chargers like, this guy's great, and they hired him, and he stunk, and now he's in charge of the team. What better way to say maybe we want the first pick to get some offensive line help for Cam Ward? That said, everything you said, I agree with. Drake May, Vrabel, they're looking good. And I just don't. And I think the Patriots defense is solid. I mean, they got Vrabel.
Yes.
That guy's well, Vrabel's no offensive line, but you know what I mean. I'll take the Patriots and lay the 7 on the road. I don't mind.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Next game, this is a tough one. Are the Colts for real? The Colts are traveling to LA to play Geno's LA Chargers. Do you want to go first or second on this?
Dude, Colts are for real. I mean, look, the Chargers are coming off. This is what I'm going to tell you. Chargers need to win this game to fucking pick up where they left off. And where they left off was fucking coming within 49 seconds or 46 seconds of losing 3 straight. And now fucking what Herbert did was like, I'm the guy. Stop fucking around with this running game, okay? As I put in the article I was writing this week, what did I put? I put after veteran workhorse Najee Harris looked more like the back end of said animal, missing most of the preseason with a fireworks injury to his eye that, ready for this, Jeff, despite his constant winking, instilled little confidence. Hold on, now I'm going to laugh at my own stupid joke. But I'm telling you, they need to pick up where they left off. And you're telling me that the Colts are basically favored? The Colts are basically favored in this one. I got them getting 1.5 in LA. And there's no such thing as a home game in LA. But it's time for fucking Chargers fans to wake up and say, this is our team, and I'll take the Chargers to win this game. It's basically a pick 'em. Your thoughts? And by the way, the Colts are for real. No one's doubting that.
So my first thought is, why you didn't refer to Najee Harris as Forrest Whitaker? Okay.
That's a joke from my act. Who's the actor with the lazy eye, Jeff?
Forrest Whitaker. There you go.
No, he's black. He has a lazier eye.
Wait, is it a lazy eye, or is it the other eye over ambitious? I don't know. So, I mean, you can't shit on the Colts too much. They got they lost.
I should have muted that. Sorry.
Yeah, they lost both their running backs. Okay, Hampton was just starting to turn it on. No Joe Alt, no Mekhi Becton. They lost the other starting tackle. I mean, so that's 3/5 of your offense.
They lost Rashawn Slater in the preseason. Yeah, they're basically.
Yeah, I mean, that's hard, man. That is really hard because after that first game when they beat the Chiefs, you're like, I think the Chargers have arrived, and they got crushed with injuries. I agree with you. This is a game that they have to win, and the only loss that the Colts have this year is at that stadium. Okay, they lost against the Rams. So, right? They
And
play
they
a
should have won that game. They gave up that long pass to, I think it
wait,
was Tutu
wait,
Atwell,
wait.
or was it Puka?
Kiki walks by. She don't know how to say hello. She don't know how to say hello. Oh, can you hear this, Kiki? You can't say hello.
She's very
There
shy.
you go.
Normally,
No. Now it's too late.
normally I have to grab her and make her sit on my lap. It's
Yeah,
insane, Jeff. I know.
but the cat would do it with no problem. Yeah, I think just out of game plan.
Look, Jeff,
Yeah,
look, Jeff.
hello,
You
hello,
missed it.
Keanu, and happy
Love
anniversary.
you.
I'm gonna take the Chargers with this as well. I will.
I mean, this
son,
is
my son will like me too.
but again, the Colts. Am I wrong? Like they should have been undefeated. They had that game, and they just had a mental breakdown.
It's the
I mean,
NFL,
they are
man.
very much real, and this is a game the Chargers lose. But again, I'm being a fan. Like they have when they won. I said it before. I'll say it again. When they won their first 3 games, 3 divisional games, one tougher than the next. Even the Raiders, because it's the Raiders, you know. But like in order, like the Chiefs, fucking in Brazil, Denver, fucking, you know. On the road, or might have been. Oh no, it was home because I was in LA, but I didn't go. Thank God. That's like when I golf and I get a bogey or a par on one of the first 3 holes. I think I'm good, and the Chargers had me convinced, and then they fucking chargered the next 2 games. And you said it. It's not charging when you're that banged up, but the fucking way that. And by the way, your boy Quentin Johnson stinks. He stinks. And that fumble in that Redskins game shows what a fucking meathead he is. And fucking, don't get me wrong, the defense choked. It was a team loss, but that's all he cares about. And I loved they won yesterday, this past week, without him. Because he needs to sit on the fucking bench and watch actual players who are hungry to help the team and not like, ooh, how many more yards can I get with the ball like a loaf of bread? Fuck him. And I hope he's out this game too.
I think
he's a piece of shit, selfish meathead.
He's questionable, and I think after last week, I think they're going to go more towards Lad McConkey. Yeah,
Well, if he can get open, but yeah, and 3rd and Keenan. But again, if you don't understand what a shit play that was, and don't get me wrong,
Wait,
it turned the game, but it turned the game because the Chargers defense better step the fuck up this game, because despite all the injuries, very few are on their defense.
Did you say 3rd and Keenan?
You never heard that? That's a very common phrase if you're a Charger fan. You know how a common phrase for Jets fans is what the fuck? Thank you, baby. You never heard 3rd and Keenan?
Oh, it's I would never say that.
Well, that's because you know why? Because you don't have a guy that you can go to on 3rd down consistently. By the way, look at this. There's a YouTube thing called 3rd and Keenan Shorts. 3rd and Keenan refers to the phrase for wide receiver Keenan Allen's ability to convert crucial 3rd downs. You have 1st and fuck it. You have, what yours is? Not 3rd and Keenan. Yours is 3 and out. That's all you know as a Jets fan. That was really good. Do you want me to put it in the chat? I can read more.
No,
a reputation he's earned throughout his career. It signifies his clutch performance and ability to secure 1st downs, a skill that's particularly valuable for a football team, especially during there's YouTube videos about him on 3rd down.
Man, I never went personal at you. I've never hurt you purposely. And then you got to come in and with 3 and out with the Jets. Really? I think that's
Geno, I never made it personal, Gene. I love this guy. I never brought your family into this, Gene.
Right. But yeah, you got to go with 3. Why don't you tell me how many years we haven't made the playoffs? Why don't you tell me how many inexperienced?
I know. I was out of line. I was a little out of line. Got a little bit. He's a big boy, Keanu. Geno knows what he did. That is so fucking funny. Gene, I never get personal with you. You got to make it personal.
Let's go with this, because this also could be a possible Jeff Lock of the week. Packers on the road against the Cardinals. The Cardinals are getting 6.5. Cardinals banged up. I don't know if
and not just by their coach. Nothing.
Hey now. Arizona is banged up. I don't know if Kyler Murray is playing. I think if he was, what difference does he make, man? He has not been the same player for the last 2 years. Marvin Harrison may not play in this game. They are down to, I think, their fourth string running back now.
Really?
So yes, so it looks like, I don't know if Michael Carter is going to be active. If he is, I don't know if he's playing limited snaps. So they go back to this DeMarcado. The top receiver is Michael Wilson. I think it is starting to fall apart on
Hey, if it
Arizona.
helps, I'm looking at their depth chart now, and DeMarcado is questionable. Carter's listed without any designation as the starter right now, if that matters to you. But you're right about everything else. Zay Jones, Michael Wilson, Harrison, all questionable. And Kyler's questionable. Is Jacoby
Kyler's
starting, by
not
the
gonna,
way?
he's going to have to. I do not see Kyler
Wow.
Murray playing. I do not think he's playing. Although Jacoby played great last week.
I always liked
But
him.
you're also playing against the Packers and their defense. And I love the Packers only having to give up 6.5. I think they win this game by more than a touchdown. This is a definite runner for Jeff Flacco of the week. Give me the Packers.
See, now here's the thing. If fucking there's something about like when a guy like a backup QB starts and I feel like they don't know how to prepare for him and the game's always closer than you. That God forgive me, not don't know how to prepare. These guys are very good at their job. But it just seems like there's something about preparing for the backup, and there's a little fucking confusion involved. And I'm telling you, that's enough for me to say maybe it is closer than the and I can't figure out the Cardinals. I can't. Packers, I can't figure out either. I know they're good, but they fucking come and they go. A 40-all tie against the Cowboys when like they were killing them. Cowboys block the extra point and suddenly the game turns. I'm going to take the Cardinals. I have no good reason for it other than I just am not confident enough to lay a touchdown on the Packers on the road. Don't get me wrong. I just laid a touchdown on somebody else who stinks on the Patriots against the Titans on the road, but I can't do it with the Packers here. Give me the Cardinals with the 6 and a hook.
Makes sense to me. Next game, another division rivalry game. The Commanders, the Washington football team, going down to Dallas. Okay, the Commanders are a 1.5 favorite against the Cowboys. For me, I take the home dog on this. Washington doesn't generate turnovers. The Dallas, as bad as the Cowboys defenses, the offense is great, especially the passing game. And there's a chance that CD Lamb plays in this game.
See, like the Commanders, I just think they're a better team. And I think fucking that Monday night loss, I'm biased. I don't have a problem with Dak Prescott, but I really like this Jaden Daniels kid. And my gut is telling me he bounces back from that stupid squirt fucking football fumble that cost him the game. I'm taking the Commanders by a field goal in Big D.
Well, yeah, then you would cover. Yeah, again, to me, the Washington defense, other than the Jets, I mean, the Jets are worse at it, but you got to turn the ball over, and they don't create these turnovers. I think the Cowboys. I think one of the most underrated backs in the league this year has been Javonte Williams, and I mean, and really, you're talking about the passing game, setting up the running game, and Jay Ferguson has been an All-Pro this year. I mean, it really seems like almost an unstoppable offense. I really like the Cowboys in this game. I'll take points, especially I'll take a home dog. The Falcons going to San Francisco.
God, was I wrong about they were one of my picks this week, Bills over the Falcons. How'd I do? Ooh.
I believe the 49ers are underdogs at home, getting 2.5.
I got the Niners laying 2.5 on Scores and Odds. You might want to double check.
Okay. So I wasn't sure. What I put down. So you got the Niners favorites.
Yeah, but the line swung from 6.5 to 2.5.
Well, you know why that is.
I don't.
Well, Fred Warner is out for the year.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I forgot that, but that does make sense. Yes.
It makes a lot of sense. I think the Falcons offense looks really good. Bijan playing out of his mind. I love Drake.
Penix is the third guy. Penix has a shit ton of time in the pocket. I remember them saying that Monday night as I watched my money go bye-bye. I'm like, oh, good. Thanks for telling me now.
It's not enough for me to say Kittle may come back. If you're telling me I'm getting 2.5 and the Falcons, I will definitely take Atlanta in this game.
Yeah, I'm not touching this game with my football video, but if you tell me I have to pick, it's hard for me to pick against the Niners at home until you tell me all these guys. And by the way, I have Jawan Jennings in one of my fantasy leagues. What the fuck is he doing? He's useless.
I cut him this week.
What?
I cut him this week.
Yeah, because he played last week and did nothing. Yeah, dude, I'll take the Falcons as well. I will. You tell me you're getting points?
He says he's playing with multiple broken bones in his ribs.
Then don't play.
He shouldn't. They have nobody. I don't know. I don't think they get Ricky Pearsall back. I don't think Purdy is playing this week. And like I said, the only one who's supposed to be coming back is Kittle, who may play. They said there's no destination on him yet, and you still got CMC. But I'll still take the Falcons and 2.5. Great Monday night game. I think there's a really interesting one. The Lions at home, coming off basically an embarrassment on on Sunday night. Lions at home. Baker, again, let him play with a chip on his shoulder. Make the Buccaneers 5.5-point underdogs. So disrespect Baker a little bit. Mike Evans looks like he'll be returning, but there'll probably be no what's his name? Not Puka. What's the other guy? Puka. He won't be playing, and I'm not sure. Yeah, and I'm not sure about Godwin, but I like the return of Mike Evans against a banged up Lions secondary. Chris Joseph will be out. They are down DJ Reed. They're down another corner, so they're playing into the strength of the Bucs. I think I like the Bucs getting 5.5.
See, this is the thing about gambling. Like the first year people gamble, they do well because they don't overthink it. Like if I just looked, I'd be like, Buccaneers, are you crazy? Baker Mayfield, did you see what they did last week? They knelt down for the first time all season. That's how many comeback wins Baker has had. And you're telling me he only has to fucking lose by less than 6. Like, what am I missing? Like but then my brain goes, that's just what they think we won't do. And they're begging you to take the Buccaneers, so I would take the Lions. I'm telling you right now, you ready for this? Fuck it. I'm taking the Lions. You know why? Because they're begging me to take the Buccaneers. Again, I'm going to say it again. That's why I'm doing it. I'm not trying to wow you. I'm not saying I know something you don't. I'm saying I'm only taking the Lions, people, because they're begging me to take the Buccaneers. That's it. That's my logic.
I think if the Lions... I think I don't think it's a bad pick at all. I think if the Lions win this game, I think you're going to see Aiden Hutchinson having like an out of his mind type of game. I think that they will be able to run the ball on the Buccaneers. I don't think it's coming off of a loss playing at home on a Monday. There's nothing wrong with taking that pick, but just to me, logic tells me I'm getting 5.5. That means the Lions could still win the game. But do they win the game enough to cover against Baker Mayfield the way he's been playing this year? He's like an MVP candidate. No, sir. I'll take the Bucs and the 5.5. But is not a runner for the Jeff Flacco week. All right, we are finally up to our final game of the night, and this is going to be another Monday night game. 2 Monday night games again. You're going to have the Texans on the road against the Seahawks. The Texans getting 3.5. What do you think?
Seahawks without a doubt. Texans have 2 wins against team They lost to the Panthers, right? They got killed by the Panthers, and they beat the Ravens, who stink, blew them out, and they beat the Titans. They beat the Titans and Ravens in the past 2 weeks. Otherwise, they couldn't beat the Jags, Bucks, and Rams. Okay? And they're very Seahawk-like teams, as dumb as that sounds. I love the Seahawks in this one.
Does it make any difference to you that JSN is going against Darryl Stingley? I'm sorry, Derek Stingley.
JNS, Jackson Smith.
I don't want to say the name. I got myself in trouble.
Jaxson Smith Najigba, I like to say his last name. It seems like they just crammed every racial slur possible into his last name. Najigba. I don't know why I haven't used that in my football video yet. I'm going to. You know what? I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm using that joke, And I love the Seahawks in this. I really do.
Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks because to me it's kind of like a low line. But if I like I said, if I don't have to bet it, I won't. I'll stay away from this. Do you have a best bet before we wrap this up? Out of
You ready for
everything we
this?
talked,
That's my best
me
bet. I
too.
really do like Seattle. Monday night,
Wow,
Seattle's my best bet. It really is.
wow.
I'm actually paging up again. There wasn't one that jumped out at me like that. Rant, nope. Dolphins, no. You can't throw downfield. I really like the Bears, but that's the Panthers. Sure, Eagle. Nope. By far, Seahawks are my best bet.
I got 3, and you have to wait till I post the video. But I'll tell you what's in the running: Saints and Bears. I really like that game. I like the Bears a lot. I really like the Patriots only laying 7 against the Titans on the road against again your former head coach, and I also like the Falcons getting points against a really banged up 49ers team. So I could even throw another one in there. The Packers against the Cardinals. I like the Packers only giving 6.5. So I got to make some decisions.
You got some choices to make there, some decisions to make, buddy.
And I have to post this video by tomorrow night. All right, there, my friend. That is it. Another episode of Pick Six and Get a Tuddy with Geno and Jeff. Okay?
Without Columbo this time, so we can put it back on YouTube.
That's right. So let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of our picks. Like, subscribe, share, all that cool stuff. Until next week, I will see you guys. Take care, everybody. Take care, Geno.
Later, buddy.